everyone, it's Kim with Vintage Vikings. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to do some crafting with me. Today I thought I would do something just a little bit different, and I wanted to start going through the subscribers' requests that have been filling up in the comments, and thinking today would be a perfect time to do a kind of like a haul video of things that I found when I was at the thrift store the other day. I was talking before about starting a series on beginner junk journaling, and I kind of got off track with that. And so I thought this will be a perfect way to get started with that and fulfill a subscriber request. So thank you very much, Sarah B, for taking the time and putting it in the comments that you wanted to see what are the things that I should be looking for when I wanted to start junk journaling, outside of your typical papers and things you can get at craft stores and Amazon, Temu, those types of things. So I thought, well, I'm just going to take the last haul that I did and we'll just go through it, and I will explain what I picked up, why I picked it up, and you never know what you're going to find when you're there. So let's get started. And I started with the bag that the thrift store put everything in for me. And I actually did 2 different thrift stores in one day, so I thought I'll just put it all together. But I thought this was a great bag. It's really cute. And I'm going to use this bag for a junk journal that I've been collecting items for that are going to be nothing but junk. So envelopes, bags, mailings, those types of things. So I'm going to save this because it's double-sided. This will make, and it also has a side here, so I think these will make some great pages, because that's the part I'm struggling with the most, is to find enough papers to make all of the signatures. So we'll put this aside and let's get started on the things that I found at the thrift store. All right, I look in all of the aisles. You just never know what you're going to find. So the first thing is this little Audubon Swan, looks like a little portfolio, and in it, it had these great little note cards. And these are wonderful because you can make little journals out of them themselves. You can cut the pictures out. You can fussy cut. You can cut around and use them for pockets, or you can put them in your journals going this way, so when you're flipping through there like that. And it also came with the envelopes, and of course there's probably, it's not a full set, but there were 3 of the swans with matching envelopes, and then there were some herons, and I love these, so those would be great. And then if you want to, you can fussy cut the backs out of these. What's on the back here? A little swan face. So finding odd sets of cards, you can also then cut these little bits out of here. Then you've got this one. I'd probably fussy cut this one. And this one was $1.99 for that, and it was 50% off. So I try to spend the least amount possible that I can on thrift store stuff for my junk journals. All right, and then I found this box. I don't really know what it is, but I liked the little, I liked some of the little findings in there. It's brand new. It has, I don't think it's even really been opened. Looks like a little library set, and it was $1.99. So again, it cost $1. And came with this nice little box. This is going to be great for sorting or whatever, but it looks like a little library kit. So it's got the stamp, the date stamp, for your eyes only. This must be the stamp, and I don't know. And it has a little pencil that you could slip into one of your journals. This looks like it's the black ink stamp. Alrighty. Some little tape, cardboard. Oh, and these are just stickers that say for on-site use only, do not circulate. So some little stickers, put those back in here. These look like the library checkout cards. That album artist, and it looks like it's all checking out music, but these would be adorable. And then I believe it's hard to get the little things out of here. And then these look like they're just full of little library pockets. Which, how cute are those? And very easily you can put a sticker right over this, and it doesn't even have to say private. It says from the private jukebox, but it could just be any sticker here. So again, all of these were $1. We'll just put everything. I try to stay organized. And then it came with this cute little box. All right. And the next one is, I really love anything with a medieval theme, any sort of a historical theme. Florientia. So it looked like some, I want to say they're envelopes. So they're actually tuck cards. I mean, these would be great. Let's see the pattern a little bit better. They look like they're hand illuminated. So there are envelopes with the matching insides. These are going to be adorable. And I would say these are probably, I don't have a measuring tool in front of me, but here's a pair of standard scissors. So, and then there's about 6. And about 6, so there's about 12 of them left with envelopes. And not only can we use the envelopes and the cards, I bet if I carefully take the price tag off, I can use the little binder. Maybe alter this a little bit, or this might, if you can see the little pocket, I might be able to just tape that all down and then put a piece here, and this will turn into a journal itself. And this says it was 79, so this one was about 40 cents. I can't wait to use that one. All right, here is the next one. This one was 89 cents, so 90 cents, so 45 cents cost to me. And it says 10 fold and seal with gold seals. And I love little stationery sets. We don't seem to write letters and send things like this like we used to in the 70s and 80s. I think these are more 70s or 80s than they are 50s or 60s. So nice little box. Okay, some little gold stickers. Here's a corner piece that I don't know. You could flip that over and you could make a little belly band or your own little corner fold out of that. Depends on how much scrap you want to keep. And these are, I love putting these in journals. These are little tri-fold cards. They're scored, so you just, the premise with these, if you haven't seen these before, is you would write your little note inside, and then you fold it up like this, and you put your address right here, you put your stamp, and you can send it just like this, and it's a little fold out. These are nice because you can put them in a journal. You can just glue this part down, and then it sits in a journal like this, and then when you open the page, you can, it'll make more sense once I actually put them in a journal. But these were adorable. I love wildlife and birds and ducks. So I think, what are we up to? $2 maybe? Around $2. Okay, and then this one, it said the Thoughtfulness Album. And it says it's from Carlton Cards, and originally $10. Contains 12 cards and envelopes, and it cost $1.99, and I got it again for $1. And so this will be, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, lots of things that could be done, but it's one of those monthly, you buy your cards and you can put them in there so you don't forget to mail your cards out. And then each one of them, each pocket has a little birthday card in it. So I will probably take all the cards out and I will repurpose this into something else, and we'll do a tutorial on whatever I create out of it. Whether it be a ephemera holder or some sort of a journal, maybe a countdown to your birthday. So you send this to somebody like before their birthday, and then they can use this and you can stuff it full of goodies for them while they're counting down for their birthday. Similar to an advent calendar, but not exactly the same. Okay, this is a paper pad, Marcella by K, or K by Marcella. I've never heard of this brand before. I got it for 79 cents, so 40 cents. 6 die cut sheets, 18 sheets of paper, acid and lignin free. Okay, and so part of it's been used, so there's little cutouts of letters and numbers, and then here's like some more stencil-y type letters and numbers. I don't know if you can see that. Obviously a lot of them have been used, but still plenty of use. Some words. It's not precarious there. Let's flip through that. And then this looks like some frame type things and tucks. Oh, those will be fun. Some little corner punch outs are in there. Let's see what else is in here. Some edging, some more little word sayings or little squares you can punch out. Looks like some tags, some frames. These might be nice on the front of a journal. You could fold some of these in half, or you could dangle these. These all have holes in them like tags. You could dangle them, glue two together and dangle them from your spine. And then it looks like some matching, and someone cut these out already. That's what you get when you purchase things from the thrift store, but you never know. You never know what you're going to find. So this looks like fun. They seem to take a little bit out of each page, but still definitely worth 40 cents. Get a lot of use out of that. Let's see what else I found. We're doing a big craft show for next Christmas, and part of what I'm going to add into it will be would be doing some junk journals, and then just some regular fun journals like altered journals for people that don't want all of the stuff that we do with junk journaling. And so I've been trying to collect some simple journals like these that are pretty, and then I'll go in and add some coordinating pockets, maybe just a few little things, some coordinating pockets, and then probably a couple of bookmarks or some tags and things that they can use in it, and then probably a little, if I can, coordinate a matching or coordinating whatever I put in here with some little bits that they can then use to add to their pages and make tabs and add it to themselves, and maybe create their own beginner junk journal. But I got this one. There was a stack of them, and they were 2 for 99 cents. And I only picked this one because the rest were, I wasn't really fond of the covers. I know I could cover over them, but I really liked this one. So 2 for 99 cents. So this was 25 cents. And if you don't want to use this as a journal, if you're beginning journaling, you can just tear these pages out, because these will make nice little notebooks, tucks. You can use them for the backs of magazine prints so that you can have a writing surface. Okay, this one I just couldn't leave behind because it was just too cute. It looks like it's one of those Mary Engelbert's prints. Not a lot of pages left, but it was just really sweet. It was 49 cents, so I got it for $1.25. And if I'm doing a Christmas show, how cute would that be? Oh, this looks like the Oprah Network, Oprah's channel, 1256. I wonder what they use this book for. So I just thought it was cute. It's got these little pages. I might take some of them out to do in Christmas journals. I may turn this into just a simple little Christmas journal, but for 25 cents, Santa and his reindeer were just too adorable. Alrighty, here's an old address book. I actually have a tutorial on how to revamp your address books that we don't really use anymore because we all seem to use our phones. But I'm not quite finished with my ideas on it yet, but that's coming soon. But I thought this was great because it's just canvas. I really liked the plain canvas, and it says addresses. How simple is this going to be to cover up? And you can put whatever you want. It is the binder style, which is fine. Some people like their journals to be like this because they can add and take away. And then this cover actually does come off, but I'm gonna keep it on. But this cover just slides right off, this plastic cover, which I will then cut up and use for pockets and little, like for little shakes and things like that. And then you have all of these pages, which they're not quite cardstock, but they're not quite copy paper. And then you've got the dividers, which are they're slippery, and I thought I could use these to cut these out and use them as think they're called dashboard pages, which you can put washi tape and stickers on. So if you get stickers and you want to put them in, you can put them in there and then peel them off. So there were plenty of those. So that's what I'll probably use this for. And then these you can use to just back other pieces to stiffen pieces up. So this was $1.51, so I got it for what, 75.5 cents. How can you turn that down for 75 cents? Originally it was $25 at a stationery store. Okay, the bag got caught in the cart when I was pulling it out, and it was $1.51, so again, 76 cents. And the only reason I grabbed it is because I want to do some Easter cards into junk journals, and this one was on top, and I thought, how perfect and precious is that? So I just grabbed these. A lot of these I will probably fussy cut or something like that. These are they look like the free cards that you get when they're looking for donations. And so I thought a lot of these will be great to do extra bits to go into the Easter journals. I didn't want to buy a whole set of expensive Easter cards. I just want to do a couple junk journal Easter cards. These, you can cut these out and back them, and they make nice, you have to put a little back on it, or they would make nice little talks. There's a lot of these. Wow, I guess I didn't realize there were that many lilies in there. So I guess my journal will be lily heavy. And here's one, wishing you a blessed Easter. Just a little, little cards. This could be very easily turned into a little junk journal-y type Easter card. So I thought, really I paid for it because I thought this one was just the most adorable. And really, even for 76 cents, that's almost the same price or less than you would get it at like the dollar store, or heck, you can't buy a card for less than $1 anymore, even at Hallmark. So I thought that would be adorable. Okay, the next thing I found was, it looks like a journal. That's what I thought it was at first, but really what it is it's a folder. And I know there's a lot of tutorials out there on how to make these yourself, but I thought, wow, look, this one's already done, and I can use it to cut up with all my fussy cut florals, that when you cut your floral books apart that are not full pages. And I thought that would be perfect, and it would look cute sitting on the shelf. I'm really trying to change my craft area so that it's not so just junky. And let's see, the price was $1.51, so 76 cents about with this. And put a little something on that. I just thought it was adorable. I'll probably change the ribbon out because I don't want black. Put a different ribbon on there. But I mean, you could really pack this thing pretty full. So again, you never know what you're going to find while you're at the thrift store. Okay, this I found, this one was $5.05, so $2.52. One, it comes in this nice little box. So if I wanted to, I could make a journal or put 2 journals in here, or a journal and some extra little bits, and sell this on the Etsy shop, or sell this at the craft sale in and of itself as an extra bit. And then I haven't even looked in here. I just I saw this and I thought it was pretty neat. This looks like just some sort of a it's a Christmas, you put all your memories in here. Wow, that's really neat. And you can fill it in. It's in each page, and so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but I knew that the pictures in it were going to be pretty, and all of these can just be used for junk journaling. You can fold one of these in half and like this and make it your center page on a Christmas junk journal. So I think I will be and each one of the quotes are like peace on earth, goodwill to men by Longfellow. The only real blind person at Christmas time is he who has not Christmas in his heart by Helen Keller. So how fun are those? So I'm sure I'll use these. There's plenty of corners. This will definitely be worth its $2.25 that I paid for that. All right, let's see. All right, let's get into something different. I don't even know what's in here. I saw this roll of, I needed some wire for a different project, so I grabbed this. But then I thought, well, wait a minute, this will work for a junk journal with a little eyelash ribbon there. What else is in here? Oh, some stencils. So it had a stencil in it that's all bent up. Oh, some big round wooden beads. And not everything is going to get used. This was $3.03, so $1.50. Let's go with $1.52 for all of this. And then I got my wire to do my other project. And then it had all of these crafty little buttons in it. So, not bad. That's fun. And I'm sure I will use most of these. And if not, they can always go in Happy Mail. You can... I might put some of them just on the Etsy shop in a little kit. I like to put together coordinating kits so people can make their own junk journal and not have to go out and be stuck with all the extras. They kind of get just what they need. All right, next is, this was $2.12 in a baggie. I really liked this picture a lot. So that would be, what, $1.06 for that one. All right, and these are, they're just kind of a hard, not quite glossy, maybe a satin finish card. I mean, heck, they're almost already done to just stick right into journals for journaling spots. You can round the corners, you could ink them, you can cut them out, you can make tags out of these. But, oh, pretty. It's funny, I missed Valentine's Day with this one. And this one, oh, this one would make a cute tag. You just snip the little corners off. Be free, little butterflies. We love butterflies. Self-love club. So we'll just go through, oh, that's a fun one. And so some of these we'll use and some you can put in Happy Mail. Like I said, that's a nice one if you like those colors. Some, just be creative. Oh, there's a lot of them in here. Mushrooms. We all love mushrooms. So quite a few cards. I didn't actually count them, but I mean there's got to be at least 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 22, 24. So there's 26 cards for $1.06. You can't beat that. And just because the picture or the print is not your cup of tea, don't be afraid to put them in your journals because other people will love them. Okay, so this was $1.01, so it cost me what, just 50 cents. And the main reason I got it is because I wanted, if you can hear that, it's that acetate page. This is just a grease pencil. This will come right off. I don't know if you can see that, but there's printing on these acetate pages, and I love to use them for dashboards. There was one, and then there's another. I don't know if you can see. There, maybe that's a little better. It says memories, and it's kind of some scroll work, and I thought that would be great to put stickers and stuff on in a journal. And then as I was flipping through it, it had 5 or 6. These are cardstock pages that had scalloped edges on them, solid colors. You could put napkin applique over the top. And then there was another piece of this acetate, which I thought you could cut the corners out. You could cut it in half. I love putting that stuff in journals. Some more of those scalloped pages. How cute are those? And then a third one of these. So, and even though they have holes in it, how cute would it be if you put a piece of ribbon hanging out of it and hung a little dangly bit off of the top? I thought that would be cute. And then if I really wanted to, you can use these. This probably won't because it's supposed to be like a frame piece, so I won't use that. But you could probably use this frame and use this on a cover of a journal. So not bad for just over 50 cents. Alrighty, let's Look at these. I fell in love with these. I did a video earlier on how to make a junk journal out of a placemat. And so they're great because they're usually on a placemat, the image is centered right in the middle. And so when you fold it in half, then your journal will get one on the front and one on the back. And so I thought that would make a great journal. Probably, let me center that there, it's pretty big. I'll probably cut it either along this part, or I might even cut it inside and then use these pieces as border, like on the pages, maybe on the inside of the cover, whatnot. So you have those extras as well. But the cute thing is it came with, I want to say it's like a pot holder in the middle. And so these are, where are my little scissors? We'll put the scissors on here. So these are a pair of, I don't know where I set my other scissors already. So here's the smaller one. What would you say? That's probably 12 inches, 14 inches, and then a larger one. So I could make a large journal and a small companion journal. And again, using I could cut this smaller. I don't think this is going to fit on a journal. I think that'd be a ginormous journal. And so it was 2 pieces, was $1. It's cotton, so 50 cents for both pieces, and they were made in Tyrol, probably Germany. So I'm sure they're vintage. They look like they're probably they're woven, so probably 50s, maybe 60s. Who knows? Something else I found in the placemat aisle was one of those lace placemats that are plastic. The plasticky, you can use them as stencils when you're doing your tea staining and your coffee dyeing. They're great for that. You can also, cut them and use them for little tucks and flips in your journals. And so there's 12 little pieces. And so if you cut them really carefully, you'll get 12 squares. Then you would have this extra border that you could put on some pages. And if you carefully cut it, pull it right there, you would have these strips as well, all the way this way and this way, that you could use as tucks. You could use them as, what are they, tabs. You can do all kinds of things. So this one little placemat, you can get all kinds of use out of it. And this says it was $1.14, and so it was, what, 57 cents. Alrighty, so I got quite a bit of stuff on this, and it didn't take me very long, of course. You have to dig, though. Some of this you're doing a lot of digging. All right, this one says it was $1.01. Okay, so this was $1, and it is just another one of these journals. And the reason I grabbed it is I'm not usually liking the ring binders, but I liked the purple pages. I don't really do a lot in purple, but this is nice. You can tear them out and then just cut, and then you can get rid of the little ruffly part here. You can also tear it apart and use the cover if you do it carefully, and you can bend these out so that you can get all of these. You can't really see it, but you can bend these out if you can get this apart, and the pages will come out without ripping this, and then you can take a little ribbon and run it through there for little edges. That's always adorable. And then it had these inside of it, some little Twitter, Facebook, Instagram stickers, date stickers, that type of thing. And I thought, you never know what you can use those for. And for 50 cents, I thought it was great. And all of these little packaging, you don't want to be a hoarder, of course, but I save these packaging. And then what you do is, like with this one I would cut, because these don't really come off very well. So with this, you can cut it, and then if you're selling a journal, or you're selling some goods or goodies, and you can put them in here, and then they're just pretty that way. And I like the crinkliness. So, and you'd be surprised if you start saving those, how often you need to just pop something into one of those and tape it up and send it on its way, especially Happy Mail, if you do Happy Mail. All right, so this one was, what did I say? Did I rip the plastic off of this one? Or no, I didn't. This one was 60 cents, so 30 cents, and it had little kitties on it. Everybody loves kitties. And it's a sketchbook, so you've got some watercolor paper. And I don't know if the video is going to pick it up, but if you look, the edges of this paper, obviously this is old, are yellowed. From where? Just about maybe quarter of an inch, half an inch, fourth or 3/4 of an inch in. So the edges, so this would be nice to make smaller journals. So you could just fold this in half, and then you would have nice watercolor paper. It's a perfect size for a small journal. And then you have the front cover, which you could take the spiral out, put some ribbons in here, and use it as a what do you call it, like a writing board for your own journaling, or you could put like a little tassel off of it, all kinds of things. Why get rid of it? It's a little bit embossed. And then there's also cats on here, so you could wipe this off. This is just that grease pencil. It comes right off with a magic eraser. You put a strip right down here, and then you've got a second writing board. So for the cat lovers in your family, or if you're going to sell them in your Etsy shop. Okay, we just have a few more things, and then we've got one goodie box that I don't even know what's in it. It's all taped together and looks like a bunch of junk put in it, but this is Universal Studios Isle of Adventure. A dream can take you there. It looks like a little sketchbook journal type book, and I liked it because I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like the inside of corrugated cardboard. So $20 at Universal. I got it for $1.31. Half of that would be 50, 60, 70, 80. Let's go with 81 cents. And it is full of journaling paper. And so it's kind of an off-white, speckled. It almost looks, there's like some little flecks in it. The front and back page are a little flecks like natural paper. And the stripes are blue, so these would also be great in a journal. It's a great size, so you fold that in half, and that would be a nice size. And again, you can pull, this might show it a little bit better now that there's no cover on it. Of course, it's probably inside somewhere. So I'm not sure if you can see it. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to take one of these apart and get the papers out. A quick little, there's a little bendy bit, and you just bend it and all the papers will come right out, and you don't have to cut them. But I thought this was, there goes the pile of stuff that I just bought. I stacked it a little too high. And it doesn't look like you can get to this, but I bet if you very carefully punched this out, you could use this as a something. And this is recessed, so you could cut a piece of scrapbook paper or something that'll fit right in here. And I mean, heck, you could leave this and make an entire other kind of journal. And yes, since it's already here and you've purchased it, I believe the copyright says you can go ahead and use it because it's not, you're not photocopying it and reusing it. But that's a cute little picture. All right, let's see. Let's get into, okay, we've got 2 more things or 3 more things here. Let's do this first. Get this out of the way until we get into that box. This was just some stuff. It was like all glued to, or just all taped together within an inch of its life. It said it's $1.91, so 50 and 45, so just under $1 for this entire pack. I'm just going to cut this. So there's colored pencils, which I don't know if anybody, it looks like a giveaway, but some colored pencils that have not even been opened. And okay, so what this looks like are little individual packs of a couple pieces of stationery and some matching envelopes. So there's one, do what you love. Those would be cute in a little journal. Oh, foxes, can't go wrong with little foxes with matching envelopes. One fine day. And here are some little flamingos with matching, doesn't say anything, with matching envelopes. Here's some more foxes, but a different kind. and some envelopes. Well, this looks like there's only one envelope. And then there is this petite collage. I don't even know what this is. And who knows if we can use it, but I really wanted it for these because it's nice to have the matching bits and pieces where you can put those into a journal. And if you go to thrift stores, check out the bags that they sometimes hang on the walls, or when they bundle things together because they don't know what to do with them. So this is a memory gone fishing game. Oh, these are cute. They're little fish punch outs. So it's obviously a game of what we call concentration or match, and then they all go into this little box, I guess you would call it, one of these little boxes that you fold the ends in. That's adorable, but these would be cute. You could put these, you know, in your junk journal. You could you could glue one on the page so just his little, so like you could put him so just his little face is off the edge, and you wouldn't even have to cover the back because it's already covered. There's stuff written on it. But if you wanted to use it as a page tab, you could do it like that. And oh, those were pretty cute too. So not bad for what I paid for it. Mostly I wanted the papers, but look, those fish are adorable as well. Okay, I found this, which is just 25 sheets of regular computer paper. I think these were much more popular during the 80s and 90s, where, you know, when everybody started getting printers and stuff, and you do your family letters on them, and teachers would put letters on them, and I don't see them used as often anymore, but so I get a lot of them at the thrift store. Again, nice. Ooh, it's a nice piece of thick cardboard. You can make a nice writing board out of that. All right, so there's 25 pages, cute little gingham and daisies. And the reason I like this, okay, there's a little bit of writing there, so you'd have to put some sort of a little border or something on that page. But I mean, instant signature pages. You know, you can sprinkle some food coloring with water on this. You could watercolor a little bit on this, or you can leave it white and add pockets and things like that. So that's pretty adorable for $1. Keep your eye out for things like this. It looks like a mess because they obviously didn't have a lid for this box, and they just stuck it in here and taped it. So I'm sure I'm going to lose a couple pieces of the paper because it's all taped. But don't be afraid. So this was $1.91, half price. So again, just under. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to save some of these sheets, which is sad that they do it this way, but I guess unless you work there and you have a better way. Well, this looks like a whole notepad, so hopefully we just lost maybe the top sheet. So I think this would be a 5x7 or a 4x6 little pad. Great for tucks, great for doing like a mini journal, mini notebook. You know, you could fold it in half like this. Look how adorable that is. You know, put a cover on it, or this could be the cover. You put some little pages in it. Pretty adorable. Okay, let me just get rid of some of this tape here. I hope this isn't too loud on the speaker. Get rid of that. Looks like we've got some pens floating around in here. And it looks like a 2024 planner in here for $1.91 with that. So it came with all these. I'll just leave those to the side so I don't make too much noise. They're double tip markers, Elise Brienne Designs. So it's got the little tip and a calligraphy tip. And there's 4 colors for journaling. or for your planner. So there's an entire 2024 planner. So there's all of this. And so if any of you have seen my repurposing a journal, I repurposed mine from last year into just a holder. It's not even for junk journaling, it's for like stamps and things like that. And I'm working on my one from 2 years ago to make it into something different to show you how to reuse some things instead of just tearing them apart. And so there's plenty of nice pages in here. These are nice because you can just rip them out and fold them in half. And so there's just all kinds of fun things. Let's see, habit trackers. Those, I mean, even cutting this off, that would be a cute tuck in a journal. So that's a brand new journal. Elise Brienne. And then inside, I don't want to try to, maybe I can try to get it out. These are those, like a wall or a refrigerator calendar. Let me just get rid of this. It's a refrigerator calendar, or you put it on your wall, your day of the week, all the things. But how fun is this that you can fold this up and put it in your journal? And even if you wanted to, you could take just the bottom part, since it's got a nice border on it, and add this where it says you're grateful for and to-do list. You can tuck these into little pages. And there's got to be 50 pages maybe. So I think this was a great find for $1.91. And then also it had this little notepad in it. I'm going to carefully slide that off because I like the bow. Try to make a little journal, and that can be the closure, but it's already tied. And then this is a Lily McGee notepad. It says it's $1.91. So that was for this whole box of things. So how nice was that? And it came with a nice little pen that you can tuck in and add to a journal. And oh, that's whole notepad, and they're connected at the bottom. So how nice is that? So check those boxes, and even though they're all taped up and they could be kind of messy and hard to get into, and a couple of things might be a little ruined, I would say go for it. All right, so we have just a couple more things. I don't want this to be too long, but I knew this was going to be one of the longer videos because I wanted to show you everything. All right, let me just get this off. This is a wooden train that for some reason is stuck in there. And again, this is another one of those where there's just tape over the top. So let me just see. Ooh, sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud. I'm going to not tear everything out and try to be... I was trying to go quickly so that we're not here all afternoon. But all of this. And then eventually I will salvage this box because it is a top and bottom loading box, which is always nice for storage or when you're shipping things. They're nice and sturdy. But again, this box itself was $1.91. So again, just around less than $1. All right, so there's some paper flowers from Hobby Lobby. I usually pull these middle parts off and put a little piece of, I take a paper punch and take it because these are a little bit bulky. It also comes with, I don't know if you can tell, some little Hawaiian looking tropical leaves. And then a second box of paper flowers from Scrapabilities. Those are nice. I love using those. And there are some just floating around loose. There's some foam hearts, which I usually don't use, but they're cute to put on the outside. All right, there's a bunch of random punch out letters. They're the hard cardboard chipboard type. So, and it looks like on the back there's like, I can't tell if it's a map or if it's rocks. I'm not quite sure. And then they're blue on the other side. Those are pretty fun. Bunch of letters that I'm sure aren't going to spell anything, but putting a random letter here and there when you're junk journaling is not bad. One little, what are these called? Little plaque, I guess it would be called, little paper plaques for the front. just some little bits and pieces of scrapbook tags. There is a vintage kitty cat card. How cute is that? I don't think it's really vintage. I think it's a modern one made to look vintage. Punch Studio. That's pretty cute. Little kitties. It says, I don't have my cheaters on, so I couldn't read it. More letters. A little stamp, couple of stamps like a mandala stamp and a little bird. And then some tiny little colors. So I wonder if you just get like a multicolor if you stamp that. Some scrapbook stickers, some travel, little suitcase with a folded up little outfit, some postcards. Are we there yet? Little luggage tag. You never know what you can use these for, or they can always go in Happy Mail. More letters stuck to the tape here. I won't peel them off. And then a pearl embellishment. It looks like it's a sticky type. Yep, it's a sticky all one piece that you can use. It's raised. Let's see if you can do it like that. This looks like lace tape. Oh, and look at that. It just comes right. The packaging just lets it come right out like that, and it's sticky. I don't know if you can see that. So you can peel it off and use just what you need. That's worth it just right there. And then it looks like, I'm going to cut these so that it's not so loud. And then it looks like some little plastic dog tags. They say, I love it, the American Eagle. And then it says China right there. Put some little dog tags. And then it came with the metal ball chain, which is always fun to hang off of the edges. So I'm not sure what to do with these, but when you get a random box, sometimes it's fun. You never know. Spark some creativity. Oh, a little tag. So not bad, not bad. Oh, and this rolled away. Has a little S stuck to it. All right. And it looks like we've got some ribbon, some eyelash lace, that type of thing. So how fantastic. The ladies were nice and threw in a free calendar. It's from one of our local, it says from Boys Town, but sometimes these are pretty. You can cut these out and back them onto some tea-dyed paper or some cardstock or some lined paper and use them for your junk journals as tucks. These are cute because you can, cut around, or you can fold them in half and make these the center page when you open up your journal. Birds and bits and pieces. This you could fold in half in a Christmas journal and have trees on one side and a little cabin on the other. So never underestimate anything that someone will give you for free. So that was a nice little freebie that I got. And then here on the back, these make nice little corner tucks. You can cut these because they're a little stiffer. You can cut these and put them in the corners or on the top and use them as a tuck. And then, let's see, my very last thing that I got, which I think is my favorite, is I want to make a journal with this. It's a cigar box. And it's not cardboard. It's actually a wood chip box. It doesn't look, there's very, very little damage to the paper. It was $3.73, so what, $1.50, $1.92, if my math is correct. But the nice thing about this is it has this. Somebody looks like they started to make it into a purse or a little handbag. So it already has this nice little feature on it. And how adorable would this be? They put some little blue felt in here. Probably they weren't sure what they were going to do with it. And make a nice little blue and white journal and just set it in there nicely. And it's got a little closure on it. So I thought this would make a great journal, especially to either put up on my Etsy shop or to get ready and use it as one of the items in our big craft sale coming up next November. So you got to start early on those things. But I thought for this low price, and it was 50% off, and the work is already done. I mean, they put the little hinge on it for you, or the clasp on it. They've drilled the holes. The eyelets are there. It's pretty sturdy. And I think it's going to be a great one-of-a-kind type journal. I probably will do, at least I'll do a flip through when it's all finished. If not, I might do kind of a step-by-step, let's make a cover, let's do that together, just so you guys can learn how to do this, or we can learn together how to do it. So there you go. I think I think I spent less than $20 on everything that was here. Oh, there was one last thing, and I forgot to show you that because it's way off to the side. Don't forget to look in their fabric when you're out at the thrift stores. Take a look at it. I'm not going to go through all of this because we don't need to be here all day. But these were packs. They were $3.80 for the entire pack of all of this fabric. So that would be $1.50 and 40, so $1.70. So about $1.70 for all of this fabric. And I'm just going to grab a couple of the pieces out that I thought would be great for. Okay, this piece is probably at least a yard and a half long, and maybe 3/4 of a yard wide. But I'm just going to show you the print. Look at that. I mean, I can probably make at least 7 or 8 journals out of this, and each piece would look different because the pattern doesn't really repeat, and it's so big. So just this piece alone is going to make some nice journal covers. So, and there's some wool. I mean, there's some stretchy fabric that I'll probably just redonate. Some thinner fabrics that, you know, some polyester that I can't use. But for $1.40 something for a whole bag of fabric, don't forget to check those out. Here's another one that I got. Look at this snakeskin stretchy. I don't even know what this is. There's a lot of it. But who knows? You could make a journal cover out of that. That would be fun. Ooh, maybe not. It's pretty. Oh, it's stretchy, all right, and it goes right back. So there's some plain stripes. There's some animal print cotton that you could use. And so all of this was, again, this was the second bin that I bought, and it was $1.40 as well. Here's some like sheer that you could cut this, and it looks like it's going to fray. You could make it into tassels or what. I mean, the sky is the limit. And so again, this one was $1.40 as well. So just remember when you're going to the thrift stores to look around, see what you can find. Almost everything can be used in a junk journal if you've got the creativity for it. So I hope that this was a little bit of help. And so with Sarah asking, how do I get started? What do I shop for? What should I look for? Well, here are some of the things that I found on my thrift store visit just the other day. So thank you so much for visiting. I'm sorry this video is so long, but there was a lot to show you. And if you could do me a really big favor and like this video and subscribe to the channel, it would really help get this out to more people, and will help more people send in more ideas. So if you requested a video, believe me, it's coming, and just keep looking for it. So thanks again, Sarah B, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.